Hello and happy Monday from Radically Rational and radicallyrational.com. As you can see, I'm just trying to get out front of this postseason thing with my fingers crossed. Okay, so the Cowboys played really well yesterday, and that is a big league defense. And yes, I give Cooper Rush all the credit in the world. He's won 4 straight as a starting quarterback, and he has not thrown a pick. Nicely done. So the question is Dak back next Sunday for that big game against the unbeaten Eagles? Now, there is some uncertainty about that. Now, if you listen to Jerry Jones, Dak could have come back, 15 minutes after he broke his thumb, but he really still can't grip the ball, so it's not a certainty that Dak will be in that game against the Eagles, but he'll probably give it a shot. Now, the Cowboys being the Cowboys, you know what will happen. If Dak is back in the lineup and the Cowboys lose, and that could happen for no other reason than the Eagles are really good, it is on at that point. And boy, that would be a bad thing to happen to that football team. So this game is going to be all hyped up as Dak versus Jalen. The proper way to frame it is great defense against great defense, because those are 2 great defenses. All right, so Kyler Murray lost track of what down it was in the waning seconds of that loss to the Eagles yesterday. Of course he lost track of what down it was. He's Kyler Murray. Not that Cliffy knew what down it was either, so think about that. When do they institute a penalty, 15 yards for unnecessary tackling? I mean, I know Brady's 45 years old, but it's okay to put him on the ground, isn't it? Now Teddy with a concussion too. I hope everybody's okay. I'm glad we have more stringent protocols in place, but that's a really bad situation for the Miami Dolphins. Saquon is just beastly. In fact, that man is so bad he could probably walk back home from London. And I'm going to ask this question because you got to look good to play good, okay? And football uniforms are important to me. Gray football pants look great. Now, not everybody owns gray football pants, but the New York Giants own gray football pants. So if they look great and you own them, why don't you wear them? You got gray football pants. Wear your gray football pants. The Saints season is still alive for right now. Had they lost to the Seahawks yesterday, that would not be the case. Okay, attention NFL TV announcers. Let's do some anatomy lessons. There is no such thing as a tibula. You have a tibia, in fact, you got 2 of them, and you got a fibula. In fact, you got 2 of them. But there is no such thing as a tibula. I know the Rams went through a bad patch last year before they caught fire and won the Super Bowl. I don't see a repeat this time. That team is just not right. Okay, so this is cool. BB and I watched football yesterday, and there's a post-game interview with a Jets player, and BB says, "That's a very nice-looking young man. Who is he?" And I kind of had to go, well, I don't know. The reason is because I had never seen the Jets rookie running back, Breece Hall, without a football helmet on. He's a heck of a player. Matter of fact, he was my favorite college football player last year at Iowa State. And yeah, that's a good-looking dude. Seems like a nice guy, too. Okay, I'll just let you guffaw, and I'll own it. I really thought the Lions were going to beat the Patriots. Okay, it was nice to finally see a touchdown scored in that game between the Texans and the Jags. It was even better that it was the Texans who scored it. That was great. And by the way, do the Texans actually legally own the Jacksonville Jaguars? Because that's 9 straight. By the way, on that subject, repeat after me. Jaguar. 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 It's not Jaguar. There is no I in Jaguar. Jaguar. And if you say Jaguar, I'm sure you're a nice person, but we can't be friends. Yeah, I went on another football sartorial rant yesterday about the Cowboys' ugly ass blue jerseys. Dog ugly ass blue jerseys. Yeah, and I belabored the point. I went on about it for quite some time. And dude gets on and tells me that take is tired. Okay, but you know what else is tired? Those dog-ass ugly blue jerseys. I'm going to ask you a question, give you two choices only. Which NFL head coach makes the most in-game, boneheaded strategic decisions based on some false notion of analytics? You got two choices. You got Zach Taylor or you have Brandon Staley. And those are your only two choices. I can't believe what Taylor did last night. And I'm going to say this. I am going to cut Joe Burrow a little slack. And based on what his head coach did to him in that sequence last night, if he develops a 3-day heroin addiction, I'm going to overlook it. And by the way, this is just not my feeling. As I was typing the blog earlier this morning, the young lady on Good Morning Football was wearing Zach Taylor out. And the young lady was right. And by the way, the young lady's name is Jamie Erdahl. You know what else I want to talk about, but I'll wait till tomorrow. Tommy Tuberville, you are a puke. Have a good Monday. We're radically rational.